a different camera, so I hope this will work better than the other ones. Because a lot of energy came in. Okay, for the Divine Masculine in his mind space. Beautiful. I have 2 cards. One for the heart space and one for the mind space. And it's ether and matter. Spiritualize matter is a new life sparkle. New life sparkles, bedding in the light. It's the Twinflame cards. So both, he's in his mind space about his twin flame, recognizing that everything has a vibration, that he is vibrating with his divine feminine, and that the spiritual realm and the third dimensional realm need to be in balance. And that is, it's not just in the 5th dimensional realm, it's also in the 3rd dimensional realm. But there is new life coming, new energy coming through. And he's thinking about it. He said, oh, new life, new beginnings. There are, the energy becomes better, the warmth is coming up. So now it's time to take some action towards my divine feminine. Knowing that they having the same inspiration. I see they have the same inspiration. And he knows that they're both from the light. And when they're from the light, everything will be, you know, in order to move forward. And I see the growth within them both, hopefully, and that's the growth in both of them is about the communication, how they communicate with each other in the 5th dimensional realm, but also how they communicate in this realm, in the towards each other, because they come closer and closer to each other, in their mind space, but also in what they are seeing for the future. And he's holding that light. He really needs to hold that light, because if he doesn't hold that light, you know, and he's going down, you know, to darker realms, you know, then he's in a spiral down, and he knows it. So he needs to balance everything out. He needs to connect with his guides, meditate more, and certainly not too much in his mind space, because if he's too much in his mind space, everything is going, different codes are coming towards him. So it's in his heart space, it's okay to play, you know, to move forward and to relax, smile again, and share your flow. So even if they're not together, if you're in separation, you know, smile, have fun, create that energy, because at the moment I talk about it, I feel that energy coming through, and it's so much joy, it's so much fun, and it's so much insight. But bring that higher dimensional light to the surface, to the, you know, to the earth. And it's time to relax, really. It's really time to relax, and he knows that in his heart space that it's okay to relax, because there is a time for work and there's a time for play. I hear work hard, play hard. And that's what the divine masculine is doing at the moment. Work hard, play hard. Um, yeah, that's really amazing. And I see also connecting with the ocean energies, you know, the water, the emotions, things that comes through. Not being scared of things that is happening in the world, you know, and be there. So how does he see his divine feminine? That she is in her goddess energy, and that there is synchronicity, the opportunity in divine timing, and that opportunity is coming. You know, don't be afraid. You know that as the for the feminine energy, don't be afraid that that opportunity is not coming. You know that opportunity is coming, and it needs time. It needs divine timing. So open up to the chances that are coming your way, and the divine will make the outcome. And in the fifth dimensional realm, you already know what the outcome is, because you're already in synchronicity with, I hear energy response. So at the energies already responding on each other, and you're in that synchronicity, don't be afraid, you know. And that's what the divine masculine sees, what the divine feminine is doing, that she is in the same synchronicity, and that she's not worrying about, you know, if they're in separation and coming together, because she knows that there will come a time that they will be together again. So no problem in any way for the divine feminine to give it space, to hold space, and to be patient. So that's what's going on. What's in the divine feminine's mind space? The divine masculine, the new man, you know, the enlightened masculine, or the divine masculine. That's the masculine that is mature, that is in his maturity, that is able to communicate. He has the potential, you know, to heal himself and to heal his inner child, and working on this new earth, you know. This is in the mind space of the divine feminine. So it really means that, yes, she's thinking about her divine masculine, and it could be for people, for groups that don't know who the divine masculine is for them, because he's in the realm, in the fifth dimensional realm, and they see each other, and they are together in the fifth dimensional realm, making connection with each other in the fifth dimensional realm. It can also mean that the divine masculine is in contact with his guides, and his guides let him know what the divine feminine is doing. So the divine feminine is also knowing, you know, I hear she doesn't mind, or in the I form, I don't mind what the divine masculine is doing, because I have my own focus, I have my own things, but I know that he will know what I am doing. That's interesting. So she knows that the divine masculine knows what she is doing. Wow. It could be that he's in contact with his guides, that he's in connection with her energy, and he sees the happiness in her, and that's the divine masculine, spiritual, enlightened, I hear. And it could also mean that the divine feminine knows that the divine masculine healed his inner child wounds and still healing his wounds, still doing the work, because if you don't address your inner child wounds, you know, they will come up in the relationship. And of course those wounds will come up in the relationship, because that inner child needs that support, that needs that reassurance, I hear. And the only way you can give your inner child the reassurance is to connect with your inner child and to the inner child dialogue. So that's really beautiful. So you can know what is going on, so you know what is happening with your masculine, with your feminine, and your inner child, and also addressing your inner child feminine and your inner child masculine energy. And that's really amazing when you're doing this. So what do I get for the heart space for the divine feminine? Earth and air. Well, here we have for the divine masculine, we have ether and matter. And for the divine feminine, it's earth and air. It's almost similar. Stabilize yourself. Physical integration and mental clearings. So it can be that you're going through mental clearings, that things would come up from the past, to clear it out. It's most of the time it's a karmic stuff that comes up, you know. Now we're heading towards Easter, you know, we're coming into the Easter time. There's a lot of karmic energy going on, and the divine feminine knows in her heart space that she is clearing and transmuting that energy. Because I had a meditation 2 days ago. Was it 2 days? Yes, because Wednesday was drumming. And I was in that space of meditation, and I heard the connection with Jesus, and I heard Jesus say, you know, don't go back to the crucifixion, but just celebrate my rising. And when you celebrate my rising, and when you celebrate my joy, you know, then everything will transform. But if you keep remembering, you know, why I've been on the cross and the sadness and everything that's with it, and you repeat that and repeat that, then you get it back into your future. So let it go. I already forgave everyone. I've forgiven, and I moved on, and that's why I could rise. And now I want my whole collective to rise. So that was a really beautiful message from him. So now it is like rise to the highest star, and be in connection with your higher self, embody it in your body, and earth it into the ground, and be stable, you know. As soon as you know okay, these energies are heavy. This is what I need to do. This is what I am doing. And you're acknowledging the energies and you let it go, you know, you're clearing it out. And you're mentally clearing that space for something better to come in. So it has to do with connection with the divine masculine. Um, and as we go in that Christ consciousness of the Mary and the Jesus energy, it's really, really amazing, because it's connecting with the highest source of love and the highest source of light. So that's in the heart space of the divine feminine. You know, she's connecting with her guides and her angels. So how does she see the divine masculine? How does she see the divine masculine? Initiation. The divine masculine went through an initiation. And the initiation is deep trust, deep healing, reconnect with all. So reconnect with everything, you know, the light, the dark, above, so below. And be in that space. And the energy you went through was an initiation. And now it's time for you to deep trust, and there is a deep, deep healing going on with the divine masculine. And I hear acknowledge the time and the acknowledgement of everything, acknowledgement that the goddess is with you, or the God is with you, that there is a higher source taking care of you, and reconnecting with all, reconnecting with source. And that is what the divine feminine sees in the divine masculine. So, you know, everything he's been through, and that's also what I say all the time. You know, sometimes we have there are darker times in our lives, but you know, it's never against you, it's always for you. And that means when you're coming in a different frequency, then it's time to grow. Then it's time to spiritually grow, and that you are too much stuck in lower and dense energies. So so move out of that dark and the darkness, and move on to the light, and move through, because you know, it's always for your best interest, it's always for your growth, it's always to help the collective. And if you don't work through that, then you're getting stuck. You know, you're getting stuck in your lower density energy. And we need to see the darkness, and we need to be in that space occasionally, but not all the time, because life is also to be enjoyed. You know, have the pleasure, have the joy, have the fun, and not always busy with what's going beyond yourself. You know, if stuff is coming up, you address it and you work with it, you know, and you go into that depth. And after that, release it, transform it, clear it mentally and let it go and go up again. Because life is not a straight line, you know. If you want to go to from A to B, you know, you can do two things. You can take the highway or you can take the small roads. If you take the small roads, you can enjoy the view. When you go on the highway, you just see one line and you just see the road. So why not taking a detour and enjoy the view on the way? So that's how the Divine Feminine sees the Divine Masculine. Okay, what is supporting the Divine Masculine? How is he seeing the relationship with the Divine Feminine? He is supported by an Earth Angel. And that means be kind. Sensitivity is your strength. See things from a higher perspective. And divine abilities. And those divine abilities are already within you. It's already all around you when you get born. And you know, all the divine abilities are already there. And you just have to awaken your soul aspects. The soul aspects of to come back to you. So in some cases, when you grow up, you can do a soul retrieval, and in that soul retrieval you find aspects of yourself and of your ancestors back, and that will give you more sensitivity and more strength. So and you will see also the things from a higher perspective, and the highest perspective is from the things that you need to do in alignment towards something. You know, if there is a situation, if there is something going on, you know, then you can see that from a higher perspective. And your sensitivity will be enhanced. And that is, and that means be kind, be loving, be courageous, because the courageousness is also what I say, you know, that needs to be and that needs to happen together with all your abilities. You know, it's one of your abilities that you need to strengthen. So that's how he's getting support from the Earth Angels, and those Earth Angels are with him and creating with him and giving the prosperity and the information that he needs. Okay. Interruptions always, as always. And how does he see the relationship between the Lemurian guide, between how does he see, I see the Lemurian guide. I'm getting off track here because of the telephone call. Let's see. I need to recuperate here. How he sees the Divine Feminine in the relationship. How he sees it, it's that she is a sister, a friend, a teacher of the infinity and universal love. So there is this energy going on that is infinite. You know, this is an infinite energy that's going between those two. You know, they know each other from Lemuria. He's a sister's friend. You know, he sees her as a sister, he sees her as a friend, as a teacher, and that she's carrying the universal love. Okay, so this is the energy that comes from Lemuria, and she is this Lemurian guide. She embodies that Lemurian guide energy. Okay, so when she is teaching, or when she is a friend to you, and she can be both, you know, she can be a friend, she can be the teacher, and she shifts in the roles, she shifts in the different energies. She knows exactly when to be the teacher, she knows exactly when to be a friend, and she knows exactly how to be your sister role and be in that energy. And the only thing that she is carrying in her heart space is that universal love towards everybody. Universal love towards the dark, universal love towards the light, as a sovereign being, but keeping your boundaries, you know? Hold the peace between the dark and the light, and be in that sovereign energy. So if you are, and then because of in the heart space is also that grounding aspect, right? The grounding of the physical realm, of the earthly realm. I'll get the card here. And that keeps her stable. You know, that creates the stability. If you go too much into the dark side, you know, and diving into that rabbit hole, where we all go there because we get pushed by the universe to see the things that we need to see, and then go back to the light again. So you can hold that balance, make up your decisions, make up your mind. And so you, when those things from the dark are addressing you, then you know where to be prepared for. And that's exactly what the Lemurian guide is doing. She is doing it with love, with care, with laughter, with humor, you know. You don't have to be in that dark space all the time, because that will test your mental health. Because when it needs to come up, the universe will give it to you when it needs to come up. When it's not necessary, it could be that you work through a whole timeline of darkness already for a long time. But you need also to be mentally stable to see the things as they are, light and dark, and they work together and they separate together. But you need to be prepared, and the universe shows you everything, a new thing, you know, and then what you say, and that you discover, like, oh my goodness, this is going on in the universe, this is going on in the realm. How can we prepare for that? How can we shift that? How can we change that? And sometimes it's not up to us to change it. Sometimes it's just being aware of it, knowing what's going on. So if the energies become heavier, that you can transmute it. And that's the purpose of it. Because those energies are coming to the earth, you know, be sent from above. And if there's a war energy or what's going on, we need to know and we need to prepare for it, and we see it and they show us to us. And when we are transmuting those energies and are aware of those energies, we can shift it like this. You know, we can shift that energy. So the rest of the collective, you know, can be in that energy, but we are needed to shift that energy constantly. You know, and I hear a lot of people around me, oh, the energies are so heavy, the energies are so heavy, but they don't know that there is a um, karmic situations be played out now. So go to back, you know, to what happened 23,000 years ago. What happened? That's what I said. The collective is still in the crucifixion of Jesus, you know, instead of rejoicing his life and rejoicing his rising, because he is still among us. He's not dead. Why celebrate death? We can. It's better to celebrate death, you know, because it's just a transition from a physical form. The energy isn't gone, it's still there. So why are we still mourning about that? Because it can still control your mind. That's all. They still get people in a lower frequency, and when people are in a lower frequency, they can control you, and all kind of energies are able to come in. So that's why go to the light, celebrate, enjoy. Doesn't mean you're ignoring it, because you know, but as soon as you're aware of it, you can do something with it. And it's up to you what you're going to do with it. You're going to sit in the shit all the time because, you know, you need to help people, or are you going to a space that you say, okay, it's infinite energy. And that is the Lemurian guide. And that is how the divine masculine sees his divine feminine in the relationship. Love is all there is to transform what is needed to transform. Okay? So let me see what's going on, what supports the divine feminine. Manifest, same as last week. So the divine feminine is going on with manifesting what she needs to manifest in her life. There's co-creation coming up. There's gratitude for everything she receives in her life, if it's dark or light, you know. She appreciates the dark so she can transmute it, so she can go into the realms, go to the past, transmute it, be aware of it. And that's the beauty of it. If you're aware of darkness, you know, and you transmute it, it goes quicker and quicker and quicker. Because in darkness you can't manifest, you know. You don't manifest if you only think and speak about the horrible things in the world, you know, because that's on a lower frequency. You only manifest on the highest frequency. When you have joy, when you sing, when you're prayer, when you're in meditation, when you are in this upbeat energy for yourself. And just have gratitude for all of it, for that time, what happened in your life. So you see now who you became, and who you can become, because we're not done. We keep on growing and growing and growing. But why not do it in joy and in laughter and with fun? So that's the divine alignment. Then you're in divine alignment with Source, because if you're in meditation and you go deep in meditation, at one point you come in that beautiful element of bliss. And when you're there in that element of bliss, you don't want to go out. You just want to be and sit there. And then all the things will come up. All the beautiful things, the visions, the emotions, the things that you can see. You know, we don't need substances to have those beautiful visions. So, you know, all these divine alignments is create that joyful energy and vision. When you're in meditation and in that state of bliss, you can manifest everything what you want. You know, you can manifest everything. So, and be grateful for it, what you manifest. Everything what comes towards you, and you be grateful for it, even if it's challenging in sometimes, you know, and be grateful for it. You know, the people that come into your life that challenge you, be grateful for it, you know, because they help you manifest. You know, they help you manifest. So yeah, that's what supports the divine feminine, the manifestations. It's a state of freedom. It's a state of freedom. Yeah. How does she seize the divine masculine in the relationship? You need to fill up your cup and trust. Open your hands, share the joy, and let go. Wow. Enjoy your life. Rising as a phoenix from the ashes, and sing your song. Even if you can't sing, sing your song. You know, sing if nobody hears you. You know, let your love overflow, and so it can share, and so you can give it to other people. And open your hands. You know, open your hands to receive. Open your hands to receive, and let go of all the things that don't matter in your life. And that is how the divine feminine sees the divine masculine, that he is letting go bit by bit, but stay in that heart space, stay in the joy, stay in that beautiful energy that will you know, support you and enjoy your life. Doesn't matter in which direction you go. Sometimes you know, when we're learning, we're almost not seeing that we're growing, and because you're in it at that moment. But when you're coming out of that learning stage and you look back on the time that you were learning, then say, oh my gosh, I made so much progress. I am not the person I was, you know, 3 days ago. You're not the person that you was yesterday. You know, every day you learn and grow, and you learn and grow, and you adapt and you're transforming. And that's the beautiful thing of, You know, the butterfly is a beautiful example of it. But also the phoenix. You know, you have to go deep, deep, down deep, and then rise from your ashes. Then it takes a lot of courage to maintain that height, you know, to stay in that height. So this is for how the Divine Feminine sees the Divine Masculine, enjoying his life, you know. Okay. So what is the card from the universe for both of them? Essences and energies. Attune to subtle energies. See? Confirmation. Thank you guys for channeling all your information, because I just get the information here and the confirmation. Attune to the subtle energies. When you're attuning in it and you feel exactly what's going on, you know, then you can transform it. Then you're balancing everything out. And the frequencies, you're a frequency holder. So that means when you're going into those frequencies, you feel exactly what's going on, you know. And you have to, sometimes you have to give into it, and sometimes you just have to say, okay, you know, I am in transforming it, I'm transforming the collective, I'm working with the collective, I pour that bucket down, you know, I emptying it, and it's ready to more light to come in. So that means that you both are frequency holders for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And then all the love can come back in, you know, then there is love coming back in, into that essence. And in that essence, in your core essence, is the energy of that pure white light of source. And then the love can exist between both Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, and coming back together again. So that's what's happening. That is what is going on at the moment. And yes, tune in to this subtle energy, but also help the people that are not aware of what is going on, you know, in the collective or on media or whatever, to bring them back to bring them back in balance. So okay, well, thank you so much for watching. And oh, I hear I'm not ready yet. I need to take some other cards. Okay. Card for the Divine Masculine. Passion. Thank you, Alicia, for the Divine Masculine. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Well, sorry. Again, passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Go to that highest frequency. Sing your song. You know, even if you can't sing, you know, just sing your song. Sing your soul song, you know. And for the Divine Feminine, it's true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So she knows when the Divine Masculine comes in her life, and when she connects with him, you know, that is this romance of a lifetime. Because you start with a karmic partner, then you transforming, then you get your catalyst being on your path, and the one behind that, you know, is the romance of a lifetime. And that energy is coming from the highest source, and there is in alignment. They are in alignment. So when this is happening, this is moving you through, you know, everything in your life. It's the support from one another to one another. You know, the feminine holds space for the divine masculine, masculine holds space for the divine feminine. And that's the true love. Without any, you know, or if the toxicities comes up from a karmic relationship, the divine feminine has the tools to turn it around. Okay? All the love, all the blessings, and I see you. Bye-bye.